Hello, how you doing, fam? We have some question here, okay? So question number 3 and 4 based on the following information. So we have questions here, but this question here, question number 3, is going to be based on these information. So they say here, the demand and supply function for free range chickens are this one. So this is demand function. So this is price and this quantity. P of demand, price of demand equal to 50 minus 0.6, and price of supply equal to 20 plus 0.4. Q, price of supplier. This Q means quantity. Excuse me. Let's say I have a 1 chicken or 5 chickens, and then it's going to tell me what is the price of demand. If you plug in 1 here, it's going to give you 50 minus 0.6 times 1. Let's say 4. See? Or let's say 10. Let's say you buy 10 chicken. If I buy 10 chicken, it's going to be 0.6 times 10 equal to 6. 50 minus 6 is going to be 44. So the price of demand equal to 44. You see what I'm saying? It could be dollar or whichever money. So same here. But that's not part of the question. The question here, they say, we're going to say question number 3. It's going to be based on this information, just like how they say there. Now, the equilibrium price and quantity at equilibrium. Okay, let me highlight. This is very, very crucial. At equilibrium. So at equilibrium, the price of demand, let me write here, the price of demand always equal to price of supply at equilibrium. At equilibrium. You equate means you equate this one right here. It should be equal to the price of supply. You equate those two, and now they say the price and quantity are. So let's just equate. So I'm going to say 50. So this is going to be 15 minus 0.6 Q equal to 20 plus 0.4 Q. You see what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna say now 0.6 is gonna go over. So this is minus. Remember, when you go pass over equal sign, it's gonna become plus. So it's gonna be so on the right hand side it's gonna be, and let's take this 20 to this side. Number has to go to the number. So this is gonna be 50. This plus when you go over is gonna become minus, and this 0.4 Q, when this one go over, is gonna become positive. 0.6. This is gonna become positive. So 0.4 plus 0.6 is going to give us 1 Q. So it's going to become 1 Q. 50 minus 20 equal to 30. So 1 times Q equal to Q. When you say 1 person means equal to Q. So the quantity is going to be equal to 30. So when you go to the option, it could be this one or this one. Now, we're going to have to take this one here, 30 quantity, and plug in either in this equation or this equation. But remember, the price of demand and supply is going to be the same at equilibrium. So I can plug in either of the two. So I'm going to say price of demand equal, and it's going to give us the same answer. Okay? Now 50 minus 0.6 times 30 times 30 is going to give us 18, and this equal to 50 minus 18 equal to 32. So the price of demand equal to 32. You could even take the same thing Q and plug in this one, which is going to give it the same thing. Look. So this equal to 20, just a 20 plus 0.4 is 0.4, and then we multiply by Q. What is a Q? Q equal to 30. If you put 30 here, this is going to be 20 plus 0.4 times 30 equal to 12, which is going to be 32 price. So you see, both of them, they give us 32. Why 32? Because it's at equilibrium. At equilibrium, they all must be equal. You see what I'm saying? So our price, we have confirmed equal to 32, and the quantity is 30 at equilibrium. At equilibrium. At equilibrium. This 30, this 32, which is going to be option 2. You see what I'm saying? So we're done with this question. Let me just check if that record, because at the time I was just busy and then I realized it was not recording. So We're done with that question. Now let's go to question number 5. Very interesting question number 5. I like question number 5. It's very, very interesting question. So question number 5, they say the demand function of the commodity, the demand for the commodity equal to Q equal to 36 minus 4P. Okay, so we have a demand function. So I'm going to say my quantity given equal to 36 minus 4P. So you know what I'll do? I'll show you something. First and foremost, I'm going to have to rearrange. It's no mass, but I'll rearrange. I'll tell you why. Okay, so for the most case, most of the demand function is start with a P. So this is what they give to us. Let's call question number 1. Let me rearrange. So it always has to be in this form. Let me write here. It has to be P equal to A minus BQ. So this is standard equation of a function, demand function. So I'm going to rearrange in this form. So I'll take my 4P to the left, which is going to be plus 4P. 36 is going to stay here because it has to be any number. And this is positive. When it goes over, it's going to become what? Negative Q. So there's no number here, we can say 1. See? And then this is P here. So P because, okay. Now, so I just need what? Only P. So I have to divide by 4 here. Divide by 4, divide by 4. This and this cancel. So our P equal to 9 minus 1 over 4 Q. So you see, this is standard equation. You see, they look alike. Like I can write here, P. See, my P right here, and then I can just simply say A minus 9 minus 1 over 4 Q. Can't you see? So with this, I can compare this one A equal to 9 and B equal to 1 over 4. See, or if you want to check, you can check like this. Negative B equal to negative 1 over 4 with the sign. Divide by negative, so B equal to 1 over 4, which is the same thing. So we know our A, we know our B. See? And also, let's continue reading here. They say here whereby P and Q are price, means this P is the price, and Q is the quantity, respectively. Determine the price elastic. Oh, so they want us to determine the price of elastic of demand, elasticity of demand. So to get the price elasticity of demand is very easy. This is how you do. So you say price elasticity of demand, this is the formula, negative 1 over B, and then here you say price over quantity. So this is the formula for price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand. See? So B, we do have, what is a B? B equal to 1 over 4. P, price. Do you have a price? Yes, of course. Price equal to 5 rand. So I can just plug in my B, I can plug my price. What about Q? Do I know Q? I don't know Q. But I can use this to get Q. How? Look, Q is given, which is this one, which is this one. So I can just say my Q first equal to 36 minus 4 times P. What is a P? P equal to 5 rand. So this is going to give a 20. So 36 minus 20 equal to 16. So my Q equal to 16. So I have all the information, I have all the data, so I can plug it in. So I'm going to say now price elasticity of demand equal to negative 1 over B. What is a B? B equal to 1 over 4. So I can just plug a bracket 1 over 4 times price. What is the price? Price equal to 5 over Q. What is a Q? Q equal to 16. So I can say this is over 1. Look, 1 over 4 times 16 by 4, 1 by 4 equal to 4. Look, it's 1 over 4 times 16. It's like this is 1 and this is going to be 4. So this is going to be 1 times 4, 4 over 1 equal to 4. So all this stuff here is going to be negative 1 times 5 over 4. 1 times 4, 4 over 1. But 4 over 1 equals 4. Okay, so this is going to be negative 5 over 4. So elasticity of demand equal to negative 5 over 4. But you can change this to decimal. If you change to decimal, it's easy. I'm going to say how many 4 in 5 is 1. You have a negative there. If it's 1, I'll be left with 1. How many 4 in 1? No, it cannot go in, so we add 0. How many 4 in 10? 2, which is 8, so we'll be left with 2. Add 0. How many 4 in 20? 5. Oh, so elasticity of demand equal to negative 1.25. See? But we can just write this as an absolute. Why? Because we want to see if it's going to be elasticity or inelasticity. So how are we going to know that? So what you do, look, anything, okay, this is more mathematics now. If somebody gives, let's say, negative 3, and then you put absolute. The absolute, let me write here, just spell it, absolute. So when you put any negative number inside the absolute, when it comes out of here, it becomes positive. So anything which comes out of the absolute is always become positive. But if it's positive, it's going to be positive because it's already positive. Like when you say absolute of 8, it's going to be 8. Even if it's negative. So if it's coming out of here, it's going to become positive. So for that case now, for us to know either, so this is the elasticity of demand. So for you to determine whether it's elastic or inelastic, you have to put the absolute. So we're going to say now, the absolute of elasticity of demand. So I'm going to put absolute of what? Of negative 1 to 1.25. So I can just say absolute of 1.25. And this is going to give us 1.25 because it's going to come out as a positive. So since this number here, you see, if it's greater than 1, then it's elastic. But if it's less than 1, then it's inelastic. So in our case, is greater than 1, and since it's greater than 1, then is inelastic, is elastic. So we see now our elasticity. So elasticity can be either elastic or inelastic. Elasticity. So if it's greater than 1, if this elasticity, if it's greater than 1, then you say elastic. But if our elastic is less than 1, then you say it's inelastic, means it's not elastic. Elasticity. So in our case, we see is greater than 1, so then you're going to say it's elastic. So we're going to say here, this elastic. You see what I'm saying? So, I hope you learn from how I do things in my methodology. You learn the tricks and how I approach the question. If you first time here, right, make sure you come right here, subscribe here, please subscribe, share this video to a lot of people, so just like how you benefit and other people also can benefit. Thanks a lot for your time. Peace. I'll see you very soon.